Why Jennifer Lopez is happy and content with being single nearly 1 year after Ben Affleck divorce. Jennifer Lopez has lived much of her life in the public eye. From her early days as a dancer and breakout actress to becoming a global music icon, business mogul, and fashion trendsetter, her personal life has often drawn as much attention as her professional success. And now, nearly 1 year after her highly publicized divorce from Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez is reportedly happy and content with being single, a statement that speaks volumes about where she is in her life right now. So why does this moment matter? Why is her happiness in singleness such a powerful narrative, especially in a culture obsessed with celebrity relationships? Let's take a closer look. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's relationship has always felt cinematic. When they first got together in the early 2000s, they were Hollywood's ultimate power couple. Dubbed Bennifer, their romance dominated headlines, red carpets, and tabloids. But with intense public scrutiny came pressure, and eventually, heartbreak. Their engagement ended, and both moved on with different partners, families, and careers. Fast forward nearly 20 years later, and their reunion felt like a fairy tale. Two people older, wiser, and seemingly ready to give love another chance. Fans rooted for them. Many saw their reunion as proof that true love can find its way back. But real life doesn't always follow a Hollywood script. Despite their best intentions, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck ultimately went their separate ways again. While details surrounding their divorce have remained largely private, what stands out is how Jennifer has chosen to move forward. Instead of rushing into another relationship or framing the split as a failure, she has embraced a season of independence. According to sources close to her, Jennifer isn't bitter, broken, or searching for the next romance to fill a void. She's grounded. She's reflective. And most importantly, she's content. That word, content, is key for much of her career. Jennifer Lopez has been labeled a hopeless romantic. She's been open about loving love, believing in partnership, and wanting deep emotional connection. But being romantic doesn't mean being dependent, and this chapter of her life proves that. At this stage, Jennifer seems to understand something many people take years to learn. Happiness doesn't have to be tied to another person. She's no longer defining her worth by her relationship status. Instead, she's focusing on what brings her peace: her children, her career, her health, and her personal growth. And in a world that often tells women they need to settle down or try again as quickly as possible, that choice is quietly revolutionary. One of the strongest pillars in Jennifer Lopez's life is her role as a mother. Her twins have always been at the center of her world, and in this season, that bond appears even stronger. Being single allows her to be fully present, emotionally and mentally, for her children. She's not dividing her energy between managing a relationship and nurturing her family. Instead, she's building a stable, loving environment grounded in consistency and self-awareness. For Jennifer, motherhood isn't just a responsibility, it's a source of clarity. It reminds her of who she is beyond fame, beyond romance, beyond public opinion. Professionally, Jennifer Lopez has nothing left to prove, but she continues to evolve anyway. From music and film projects to business ventures and brand partnerships, she remains one of the most driven figures in entertainment. Being single has given her something incredibly valuable: autonomy. She can make decisions without compromise. She can pursue projects aligned with her vision, not a shared narrative. This sense of control often leads to renewed creativity, and many fans have noticed a calmer, more self-assured presence in her recent appearances. This isn't a woman in retreat, it's a woman in alignment. Another reason Jennifer Lopez appears so content is that she's allowing herself to heal without urgency. There's no pressure to bounce back romantically or prove that she's desirable or lovable. She already knows she is. Instead of distraction, she's choosing reflection. Instead of avoidance, she's choosing growth. That kind of emotional maturity doesn't happen overnight. It comes from experience, self-work, and the willingness to sit with uncomfortable truths. By embracing singlehood, Jennifer is sending a message: healing doesn't require an audience. At this point in her life, Jennifer Lopez is also challenging outdated narratives about women, age, and love. Society often implies that a woman's romantic value decreases over time, or that being single later in life is something to fix. Jennifer is living proof that those ideas are obsolete. She's confident, successful, emotionally aware, and fulfilled. She's not waiting for love to complete her. She's already whole. And if love comes again, it will be because it adds value, not because she needs it. What's perhaps most telling is the absence of public drama. No cryptic social media posts. No messy interviews. No blame games. Instead, Jennifer Lopez has chosen peace. That choice speaks louder than any headline. It suggests a woman who understands that not every ending requires explanation, and not every chapter needs to be shared. Privacy, for her, has become a form of self-care. So why is Jennifer Lopez happy in content being single nearly 1 year after her divorce from Ben Affleck? Because she's no longer chasing a narrative. Because she's prioritizing emotional health over public approval. Because she understands that love begins with self-respect. And because she knows that being alone is not the same as being lonely. This chapter of her life isn't about loss, it's about clarity. Jennifer Lopez's journey reminds us that endings are not failures, they are transitions. And sometimes, the most powerful love story isn't the one we share with someone else, but the one we rebuild with ourselves. In choosing contentment over chaos, reflection over reaction, and peace over pressure, Jennifer Lopez isn't just surviving another life change, she's thriving in it. And that may be the most inspiring chapter of her story yet.